What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. So I'm here to talk about Luna Classic and the burning mechanism. Obviously, the charts went absolutely crazy when we heard about all the burns that are coming through. You can see right here, if you go to Luna Classic Penguins, I'll put this all down in the description box below. You can see where all the burns are coming from MEXC, Luna Classic DAO, Binance users, so on and so forth, KuCoin users as well. So you can see where all these burns are coming from. Well, one thing that actually sort of stopped this here just recently, last 3 days, is the announcement that Binance was not going to do burns for buys and sells. The 1.2% tax that we're all hoping for right here was going to actually be used on buys and sells. Now we're learning that not only is KuCoin not doing it, but also Binance is not doing that. And that actually killed a ton of momentum that we were gaining here. And this thing was actually going crazy since August right here when the announcement came that we were getting close to the burn, the 1.2% burn. You can see it started to pick up steam, started to pick up a lot of steam, and now breaking into the 305, it just was going crazy. Then news came out that Binance was no longer going to be doing the burns for buys and sells. Our hope was that it was going to be for buys and sells. Every time you purchase Terra Classic or sell it, there'd be a 1.2% burn attached to that. Now we learned that KuCoin also isn't going to be doing that on theirs as well. And so it just sort of came down to, what happened here? Why didn't Binance support this? And I think a lot of it is because they didn't want to lose money on this. If you go back and listen to CZ talk about this, he talked about it on a previous interview saying, how is this going to work? How does the exchanges not lose money on this, right? Should it be a 1.3% so that 1% goes back to the exchange and not lose money? There's a lot of other scenarios here. And when you start reading through this article here, this actually places a lot of blame on not only the validators, but also the proposal itself. And it says, all these factors show that the rally we saw previously was based on an on-chain manipulation and a questionable proposal that will not have the desired effect on the market value of the token. This right here is a big statement. They were basically saying that this manipulation came from the validators, where they intentionally inflated the numbers, intentionally inflated what this proposal was actually going to do. And, I don't know if that's true or not. What do you guys think? Do you think that the validators actually manipulated this? We're all here to make money. Validators are here to make money too, where you go and you actually stake and you do things on the actual blockchain itself. So people are here to make money. I think this is actually a pretty crazy statement to say that it was manipulated by the validators, but some people are believing that. Some people are already making that statement on Twitter as well. We do know that burns need to happen here. There's such a significant amount of supply right now, and right now we're only at 3.8 billion in terms of total burns. When you go back and you look at the total circulating supply here, we're still sitting on roughly, it says unofficial 5.9, but right now circulating is 6.5 trillion, right? And so if we're sitting on 6.5 trillion and we've only done 3.8 billion, it's going to actually take quite some time to burn up this value here and get this price down. And so a lot of people are hoping that you can get to this 1 cent mark or this $1 mark. Although, when you run numbers and over the years, I think it could probably get there. But, let's be realistic here. The chances of that happening without the support of Binance and without the support of KuCoin and these burns actually coming into place here on the buys and sells, which we all thought would happen when you look at the 24-hour volume. Because, again, this is based off 24-hour volume. Right now, we're sitting at about 1.2 billion in 24-hour trade volume. So I don't know how much is actually going to get burned off of this 1.2 billion in 24-hour trade volume, considering that Binance actually has a lot of trading with it. So this right here caused this downturn here. You can see where the sell-off started to happen here. The momentum that was gaining, had been lost because of this. I will say that Binance coming out and saying they weren't going to do that definitely contributed to this downturn here. But some people are starting to blame the validators for saying that, the proposal wasn't that great and the validators were inflating it. Personally, I don't think that that's the case. I think that it's literally just Binance saying that they're not going to be doing the burns, not because of validators manipulating this. But again, everyone has their own reasons on why they think it is the way it is. This goes back to Binance for me. This goes back to CZ not following through with what the proposal was asking for. Maybe we were assuming that was going to take place, and when it came time to do it, he just decided not to do it. I'm hoping that CZ actually comes back and reevaluates sort of what this proposal is, maybe helps write a proposal that works best for Binance and everyone, because we do know that this burn needs to happen. CZ came out and actually said that burns are required to actually reduce the supply that's out there and make Classic right. And so we know that he supports the burns. So help us come write a proposal then, CZ. Write a proposal that works for you and then works for the community as well, so that we can get this moving forward and get this back where it needs to be. So again, that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think this is actually on the validators? Do you think the validators manipulated the price here and gave out a basically a bad proposal? Or do you think this is strictly just a Binance and an exchange issue that they got to fix? Let me know your thoughts down below. And with all that said, I hope everyone has an amazing day. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them down in the comment section below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And with all that said, we're out. Peace.